Alright. More bullshit. I'm gonna hop in the pool. Oh, that sinks. The ground's soft. I didn't go up to the club and get chest waders or nothing, so instead, I wear my fucking puddling boots. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes, but hell with it. They're flying all around. One landed on the palm of my hand. Yeah, when y'all come down here, y'all gonna have to... I'm gonna have some thermocells and shit set up, hopefully, where we can keep mosquitoes off of us, but for the most part, I mean, you gotta understand, this is a fucking swamp. It's kind of hard to avoid. There we are. I feel like Phil. Alright, shovel. Alright, I tried. You can pull, you can actually see as I'm pulling it up, it's literally just leaves and shit. Yeah, but it's just so thick at the bottom that it's just gonna take a minute to get in here. So, let's get the ladder. I would just take the wall off and walk into some bitch, but I don't have a screwdriver or nothing, so I can't take the wall off. Locked in, locked in. I think we go backwards with this. And throw it over the side. Whoop, I hit you. I don't know what the fuck's in here, but we're gonna risk it, I think. Ooh. I don't know why anything would get in here. It's not like you can get back out. You know, I haven't been in this pool since I was like fucking 12. Here I am at 24. Yeah, you can see it's just brown, muddy crap. And it rained a couple days ago too, so that's not helping. I'm just gonna try and stay on the ladder for as long as I can. My mama used to be so worried about poking a hole in this liner. There's a hole in the liner. Hopefully that'll drain. I think at this point shit's going awry, so we just kind of need to get into it. And branch that way. It rained a few days ago, and it's been raining pretty consistently since the beginning of May. Can't really burn anything yet, but I at least need to get this prepped. If I can get all the trash pulled out apart, that'll give us some wood to burn when y'all come into town. This is stupid, man. This is stupid. Should have dumped a gallon of gas in here and just lit it on fire. I'm probably starting some patient zero shit right here. There's a chair in here. Oh, this is sketchy. This is fucking sketchy, boys. I just need to poke a bunch of fucking holes in the liner. Get that fucking drain. It's all very much alive. So it's gripping tight. Just get it done and bitch about it later, right? I'm gonna bitch about it now. This fucking sucks. The root structure is just holding everything together like crazy. I don't care about digging this shit up. I only brought the shovel in case there's a snake. I'm thinking if I can get this all cleared out and get the pool liner cleaned out, I just cut that up into a billion little pieces and just throw it in the garbage can. I wonder how long this chair has been in here. Probably a storm blew it in here or some shit like that. Bye-bye. Oh. Fucking mosquitoes are terrible. Probably because I'm living in their fucking house. Don't want to work over here because there's mosquitoes and got to work to get rid of the mosquitoes. But let's focus on getting all this shit out of here. I'm gonna have to put some fucking glue on my damn mosquito bites tomorrow because I'm getting bit the fuck up. God damn, man. This is terrible. Should have just drove my fucking truck through this thing. If you get to the edges, it's not too bad. It wants to come right up because it's just a sudden wall. Problem is the root structure in the middle is so fucking terrible. It all just kind of holds together. Just cut the walls down, like along the perimeter, and then fold it down, get to whatever I need to access in there, if there is anything. Let's test that. Nope, it's just a big fucking aluminum wall. I'm figuring at this point the deck is toast. You can barely even stand on that. Man, look at this fucking welts. Right there, right there. That's fucking wild. I figure we can put all the firewood or scrap or whatever the hell this shit is, put that on the deck for now just to get it out of the way. After that, this gets pulled, wall goes down, excuse me, liner comes out, wall goes down, the rest of the porch goes away. This gets done to, you know, at least sort of fire pit level, and then that way I can start getting rid of all this scrap, one, and two, I can get the garage cleaned out of all its scrap, get the Chrysler pulled in there, and start working on that. I got a billion little projects. People will take your time with the projects. Well, I ain't got time, all right? If I had time to do it, I'd have had it done before I needed to do it. And no, I'm not putting this in any general pile. I'm figuring by the time I get back over here, that'll have dried out enough I can run a lawnmower over it and be done. I'm not looking for anything fancy. I'm looking for a workable solution. Something that'll work when you all come into town, and after that I can keep expanding. What I think I'm gonna do is actually, I thought about tearing down that wall and basically making I thought about tearing down the wall in the addition down the middle and just making it all one big apartment, that we could have the house, the apartment, and then that little center room that I was talking about last time could have like a little laundry room, like a Jack and Jill laundry room, if you will. But I ain't gonna do that, I don't think, because it'd be nice if we still had like a 1-bedroom apartment. That way, if I ever had a friend that needed to move in, needed a place absolutely right now, it's there. That, and it can also accommodate me for a little while. I can be closer to where I'm working, if that makes any sense. Care about it a little bit more, I suppose. Yeah, sun's going down. The hose is still there from when we filled it up. Look at that shit. You're going too, aren't you? Are you still connected to anything? Yeah, kinda. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. I got the gorilla ladder. This can't burn, but we can absolutely throw it out. Oh yeah, that pool liner is busted anyway. I don't know why it's not draining out of there. That's something we should have done. Put a fucking main drain in for this fucking thing, instead of putting a sump pump in it every year. Flip the main drain on, call it a day. I'm just gonna poke a bunch of fucking holes in it and hope it drains. Everything's connected to everything, so every time I move, I touch a plant, the plant touches another plant, and then something way the fuck over there moves. And it's starting to freak me out a little bit. You know, I was staring the shower out of Pops because the floor had broken out. Tore the shower wall out because it was one of those drop-in plastic showers. There's a fucking snake living in the wall behind the shower. I was gonna shoot him, but I was like, well, you know, I'm in the middle of a steel building. I'd probably ring out a little bit. I figure he probably does more good than harm. But he was just as surprised to see me as I was him. The fucking floor is like 3 inches below all this mess. I think the strategy here to get as much done as I possibly can tonight is to just pile it all against one side and then cut the liner, and once I get the wall down, grab that whole pile, let it dry, put it in a fucking wheelbarrow, and take it over to the pile. I'm actually gonna have to roll this whole fucking thing like a burrito. The whole time I'm pushing it, I'm squeezing out more water like a fucking sponge. Look at that, man. No wonder I wasn't getting it apart. It's fucking spaghetti. Ho. That's not gonna drain right now, obviously, because the ground's so saturated, but you can see that bubble. It will drain over time. You ever seen those pool cleaning videos where it looks like just this nasty fucking shithole, and then the guys come out and clean it? It's just like nice time lapse them cleaning, and then they got the finished result and it's beautiful. This is what that's gonna be like, but there's no finished result. It's just fucking pool's gone. Let's not fuck with that for now. Let's just get the rest of this shit out of here. I think I might have to go get some nitrile gloves and just do this by fucking hand. I don't know why I didn't think about it. I didn't really anticipate the root structure of this crap being so strong. Is there a hole in the actual wall right there? That'd be fucking nice. This is gonna work. This is gonna work, man. I'll tell you what. You mark my words. I like how many of them are getting stuck in that fucking tall ass bush. Oh my god. I'm at another 3 feet to that bush by the end of the night. That's a meaty bitch right there. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I need a rake. That's what I need. I need a rake. I'm trying to push it this way and it's just not working. I need a rake. This is what my life is. This is how it goes. This is what I have to deal with. None of y'all got to deal with this shit. No? Any takers? You say this is by choice, but I tell you what, I could have let it rot too. Found a rake. Again, it already looks like 10 times better than it fucking did. That's not as good though. Alright. Before I get my hands all over the dirty rake. Zen time. Oh yeah, that works way better. It's like pulling sod back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired. You know, if I wonder if I had like tied a hook to one end and just pulled it through with the lawnmower, I wonder if it would all stay like one big patty. The fuck is that? Oh. We used to put old weights on the bottom of this little, on this mat, so it would hold the mat down, so we could put that plastic ladder on the mat, so it wouldn't tear through the liner. See if I can get that mat out of here. Oh, another weight. Oh my god. Can't believe it's still fucking in here. It sucks that I can't ask y'all to help clean up because this shit is just nasty. Honestly, that's where I could use most of the help right now. Getting this all laid out, that's all shit that I could probably do in a day by myself. Deck, on the other hand, I'll need a hand for that, but this is the biggest issue, is getting everything out of my fucking way. Oh, that's a good pull. Let's see if we can keep it going. Fucking nope. Well, doesn't look like it's gonna drain, boys. Shit. I'm gonna leave the rest of it and see if I can't get the rest out tomorrow, hopefully. That is where I'm gonna leave it, I think. Yeah, I think I'm done for the night. We're gonna see if that drains at all. The rest of this is just so fucking thick. I mean, I got half of it done and it's been like an hour and a half. But we got some progress done, so I'm happy about that. But you can see, you know, but I'm like 5'8" or 5'9". You can see I'm walking around in this middle of this thing and I've got plenty of room, which means it's gonna make a great, good, just like patio. I had to put a big old fucking drain in the floor, probably, but cost doing business, I guess. Alrighty. Whew. Alright, shovel and the raker in there, and I'll bring some tools tomorrow, see if I can get one of these walls at least down. Just get in and out of there without having to climb over the fucking thing. That, and hopefully it won't collect any more water. Just gotta smile, because it gets worse. Smile, it gets worse. These boots feel nice and cool once you get out of the fucking rubber ones. Alright, so what is the strategy here? What's next? Next, I need a wheelbarrow. That's what I need. Let me look up how much one of them costs. I'm getting bit the fuck up. The wheelbarrow. I guess there is apparently no such thing as a wheelbarrow at fucking Harbor Freight. You can buy a greenhouse and a fucking log splitter, but you can't buy a fucking wheelbarrow. Alright, Home Depot. $139 for a fucking wheelbarrow? These people are stupid. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, there's a cheap one. 99 bucks. Anvil, 80 bucks. 5 cubic feet. It ain't big, but it definitely works. Or I can buy the 6 cubic footer for fucking 250 bucks. You know the shitty part is I have a couple wheelbarrows, but they're all rusted out. But there is a plastic one back here somewhere. I don't even know if it's still here. This is already so much fucking better. I mean, it's not usable, but workable. Last time I remember we had used it to dump something over there. There's a red one. That one's all fucking rusted out. Did the paint hold on this one? Shit's like locked in there. Probably a snake living underneath it. Huh. Maybe not. Oh, we're in luck. I got a good wheelbarrow, boys. Oh, the tire ain't even flat. Alright, so this wheelbarrow is a start. So that's where we're at. We gotta start taking chunks out of it, wheelbarrow it out, and put it in a pile somewhere. That big old hill back there is just, it was a pile of trash. I'll show you next time. There's a big old pile. It was all just like stuff that got moved around. My dad brought in a bobcat and cleared out around those pine trees. And everything ended up in a pile. It was supposed to go away 20 years ago, and it didn't. I need to get this all cleared out, and the only way for me to do that is with the chainsaw at this point, because the brush cutter will not start. I still got to dump the fuel in it, but I just can't get it done. It almost seems like the motor's locking up. I think it might be toast. All right, well, that's about it. I'm gonna go home and sit on my ass. It is nights like these where it is real hard to not go home and get that bottle that y'all got me and crack that sumbitch open. But hell, I'm going to 7-Eleven. I might get a beer or 3. Who knows? So it rained earlier today. Oh, you can see, you saw it in the other video, that's what it looks like when it rains. I mean, it fucking floods. This just is awful. Like, that's all underwater. And I thought maybe the pool would drain, but no, of course not. It fucking filled up with even more water. Yep, but I'll tell you what, I brought some tools and shit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting in this thing today, but I am gonna make the attempt to take the walls off. I'm not sure how these come apart, but figuring it's pretty simple. I probably just, yeah, break them off. Fuck it. This is just a fucking sty, man. I mean, this is literally a fucking swamp. Let's try one over here, maybe. Oh yeah, man, look at that. It flooded. Great. It's supposed to rain more this week, too. There's no easy way to get in there. I'm just gonna fucking do the one I was working on. Will you just snap? Yep, you're just gonna snap. Awesome. How is this thing on here? I think this is just a... Oh, there's a screw on the side there. And it'll just snap right off, maybe. Big old screw. You know, looking at this, I didn't realize. I thought that it was a bunch of just different pieces kind of shaped in like a, you know, a polygon. But apparently it's all one big piece of metal. I don't know how that works, because it's a liner. So I thought maybe it makes sense to me that it could just be just, you know, fucking sheet metal everywhere. It's, I guess, like straight up fucking metal. That comes off. Scrap metal. I don't have a scrap metal pile, so corner. There we go. Take the whole pillar out the ground. So yeah, this is one big giant fucking piece. There's got to be a seam somewhere. I think the trick is to systematically just take all these apart and just at least disconnect them so that the accordion can come out, and then I get the pillars out later. As we start with this one, work our way out. I have a feeling at some point in the past there's probably a fucking wasp nest or something living in one of these, because it's all it is a fucking hollow tube. Let me take this out of here. You too. Hey! Yep, there's a wasp right there. And I done pissed him off. We'll go over here. Try another one. It's a fucking mess out here. I might just call it, because this is getting kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I mean, now I gotta wait a couple days for this fucking shit to dry out, and it's probably not gonna. I mean, it's probably just gonna keep fucking raining. Alright, so now I know that the pool is one big thing. What I might end up doing is taking a Sawzall, cut a piece of the wall out so I can get in the middle with the wheelbarrow, grab all that crap, throw it in the wheelbarrow, take it out to the pile, and that way I can just drill a hole in it, put a chain on that thing, drag it out with the fucking lawnmower, and just be done with it. It'd be a little rough, but it can be done. If I could get my truck back here, I'd do it with that, but the lawnmower it is. I'm gonna have to take the loppers home and just cut all this horse shit down, even if it is still soaked like this. I guess we'll get the hell out of here before we get ate the fuck up.